Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we hop into the next episode, community, I want to remind you guys that the full-length video is available right now over on Patreon. Full-length, unedited, as well as early access to future episodes if that interests you. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like if you like the video. Comment down below if you want to see more. Subscribe if you haven't already, it's free. And of course, share with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. That being said, let's stop talking and hop into this episode and talk about it immediately afterwards. Alright guys, here we go.
Oh, they've got a class on how to write jokes.
Oh, don't take that. I dropped it after the lesson on setups. The professor is so old.
So many classes.
You can always take the actor inside with me and Troy.
Huh.
How'd you get dragged into that one? Foosball was full?
I'm on the wait list.
I was on the wait list for this media class for a year and a half, and I finally got in. The professor of this class is the author of this book.
We got him?
I know.
Well, while you knuckleheads are expanding your minds and souls,
Study
I'll be
hall.
expanding my liver in Italian wine tasting.
Oh,
look,
nice.
baby. I'm taking that one too.
How do you say ha ha in Italian?
I'll look it up.
You're taking this too?
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Drunk ladies, fancy bathrooms, and a room full of free coats.
Excuse me. So sorry.
Who is this?
Well, who's the dumpling with a nice Asian pear?
I fear I may have to let her see me nude. Lingering scent, full body, perfect nose.
Very nice wine.
I was talking about you.
Not interested. Please take weird haircut, stupid grin, and go sniff another dog's ass.
Wow. So I assume that's all the English she knows.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait till we choose stage names. Which do you think is better? Trevor St. McGoodbody?
Something
or
gonna happen between these two?
I
David.
don't think you have to worry about stuff like that. This class is more about introspection.
Uh-huh.
Form a trust circle around me and sit
This
on the
guy's
floor.
back. Professor Woolley, right?
It's just a circle. When we release pain, we become visible to each other. And that is an actor's job. Let's start with you. Access and share with us a profoundly deep and painful memory.
I'd rather not.
I'm on the playground. Stop taunting me. I just want to go on the swings.
Early childhood is a treasure trove of pain.
That happened this morning.
I was captain of my high school football team. It was very hard being popular.
Okay, great. Next person.
I've always felt somehow ignored, almost
Is that
invisible. Like
Vicky?
every time I go to say something, somebody just...
My uncle put his finger in my no-no.
What the? Do you make that up?
This is where acting begins.
Troy, what have you done? Oh, Britta.
I am Professor Peter Sheffield, and I'd like to begin with a simple question. Who was the boss?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Angela.
Oh well, class dismissed. The answer is not quite that simple, Mr. Abed. If you are.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be here. He wouldn't miss a chance to pop in and say something offensive.
One day soon, that man's gonna run out of ways to shock people.
Everybody, this is Wu Mei, and we're getting married. But it's not gonna be today.
My boy Pierce pulling him.
You said you guys just met?
Yesterday after wine tasting class, I mentioned that her breasts were larger than most Asian women. Hawthorne Wipes are the #1 moist towelette in Asia.
Is she gold digging?
Now, we must leave you. Many plans to make.
She has some big plans.
This is a scam. I mean, she's after him for his money or a green card or something.
I like how Jeff immediately goes for the negative, even though it's probably true.
Don't preach to me about romance, Annie. I had a three-way in a hot air balloon.
Fine. Guess I'll do it myself.
I'll see you in class.
What's going
What's
on?
Abba gonna think?
I didn't have a painful experience to share in acting class, so I made up this story about my uncle trying to touch my butt.
But it's attracted to men in pain. It helps her pretend to be mentally healthy. Really? Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
Nothing good can come of this.
Yeah. I have to think really hard about how to defuse the situation.
No, Uncle Lucius, I don't want to
play in the laundry room.
It's, the funny thing is, he is acting, and this is very convincing. So 5 head moves right here.
My heart is mad at my kidneys and my mouth.
Did that just happen?
I felt like we got
Interesting.
off the wrong foot yesterday, and I wanted to offer you my other foot.
Pierce is a beautiful, wise man, very gentle soul.
Pierce.
If you'd like me to look at the prenup, I assume you have one.
Yes, but my father's lawyers will take care of this. After all, we must protect our family fortune.
Yes. Oh. Mr. Abed, what can I do for you?
Mr.
I finished your book,
Abed.
Professor. And I've been watching episodes of Who's the Boss, and I think there's something that you might have overlooked.
Will you look at my wall? Mm-hmm. What do you see?
Photographs.
Of what?
You.
With whom?
Tony Danza, Judith Light, Alyssa Milano, Who's the Boss Season 3 caterer, Gordon Giddy Up Galligan.
I have studied this show, Mr. Abed.
Oh, is Abed gonna like find something? He's gonna ruin this guy's whole career by saying, well, actually.
It is a rhetorical question. When asked the question beyond the question, what is a boss?
I really think
that
it's
is
Angela,
even more
because if
rhetorical.
it's a
You are
boss
going
that you're
off the
looking at,
wrong
it's
end with
definitely not
Angela.
McKibben,
Listen to
anybody
that. I just got a wonderful idea. Why don't
Uh-oh.
you teach the next class?
Cool. Cool.
You are funny, and you are like Oprah.
I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations. It's hard enough to find people you can stay into this life, let alone someone who's willing to stomach your imminent dementia and present incontinence.
Why are you hating, Jeff?
Seems like just yesterday me and Abed dined and ditched here.
I'm going to run.
Me too.
Okay.
3,
1,
2.
3.
What is this?
I always carry some spare apps in case the waitstaff's racist. Hats off to Pierce and the hot red dragon.
Why do you keep calling her that?
Hong Long means red dragon.
Wait a minute, what does that mean?
Thank you all for coming.
Oh, is she a competitor for the Moist Towelettes?
Cornhole. Cornhole. Cornhole.
Pierce, Troy was molested.
Oh my god, Britta, why?
You're a survivor.
Yeah, about that. I wasn't so much molested as much as I made it up.
What?
Mei Hong Long Wu is not a Greendale student. She works for Red Dragon Wipes, currently attempting a takeover of Hawthorne Wipes. Raise your glasses to saving Pierce from the clutches of a corporate spy.
Very impressive, Veronica Mars.
Damn.
Wait. Record scratch app.
Nice. Is that real?
Where'd everybody go?
Most people went home. The rest went with Chang to your place to have a ketchup fight.
Oh, geez, I better get back there before he starts playing Monkey Drop.
Ketchup fight? Monkey drop?
You're mad at me? You should be thanking me.
For what? I liked her. Busty.
Look, Britta, I'm really sorry.
Troy, kissing you was a mistake. It will never happen again.
Damn.
Good. Maybe someday you'll fall for someone who's healthy. Someone who, other than his irrational fear of automatic toilets, is normal.
Say I was
My
acting.
uncle never stuck his finger in my plop plop. I know, I'm bummed about it too.
What? Shut up.
The pain of not having enough pain.
He's like,
Still pain, young man.
you failed the class.
We're not writers. We're actors. Story doesn't matter here. All that matters is our time in the spotlight.
And so, by all known definitions of the word boss, i.e. one with authority over another, the empirically provable answer to the question, who's the boss, is...
Angela Bauer.
Class dismissed!
Abed, you broke this guy. You have any shame?
There's a path you take, and a path I'm taking. The choice is up to you, my friend.
I was like...
What's she doing here?
I asked her to come. I was thinking maybe you two were meant to be together. You're both rude, you're both deceitful and racist, and you both come from moist white dynasties.
I guess we could go out to one dinner.
You're paying.
You're dressing slutty.
Fine.
How about Mexican?
How about Thai? They're like Chinese Mexicans.
So true.
Okay, guys, so that was season 2, episode 20 of Community, titled Competitive Wine Tasting. Really funny episode. Everybody got something to do. I love this. I mean, some more than others, but it's good to see the group at large finally kind of doing something. You know, it's kind of like taking off from where we left off in the last episode, where they all kind of did the Pulp Fiction scenario thing. And now here, even though we kind of divided up the group by like pairs, they still all had like their own significant chunk of time that, you know, offered something to the episode at large. Funny stuff. I think that the biggest stuff that I really, really enjoyed the most was the Pierce stuff, which is good because for the longest time, and I just noticed Pierce isn't in a wheelchair anymore. I don't know if that's been a thing ever since, you know, I guess I noticed it last episode because he was in the GIMP outfit. So yeah, he and this chick, they both are running moist towelette empires in Asia, and they're both racist, and they're both like trying to screw each other over. Pierce obviously wanting more screwing, and her just wanting more takeover, but interesting. Hopefully that they do something with that. I think that's a pretty neat angle, if anything, just because I feel like Pierce has been kind of unlikable as of late. Not trying to say that he's a bad character, just saying that the direction he took, like you guys said in the comments, it was definitely like more villainous. So him acting like a villain, you know, it wasn't really the best take, even though I kind of, you know, I did loathe him. He did play his part really well as a villain. I did hate him, you know, hate, quote unquote. You know, I hated the role he played, you know, which means he played it well. But here he was back to being his usual self, you know, racist. just remember all those names that they gave him in the Dungeons and Dragons episode? I wish I could remember all those names, just so I can list them right here. So yeah, the A story, that was the A story, right? Yeah, it has to be, because I'm just like, no. Okay, guys, I'm getting all twisted up here. You gotta forgive me, it's kind of hot here, so I can start rambling a little bit. But the Chang storyline, I like Chang when he's like a background character like this. Other than that, if he has like bigger roles or like bigger things where he's just a goof, I don't like that. So here in small doses, like that, with Abed breaking down the professor on who's the boss, you know what I mean? And, you know, breaking him to the point where he had to make the choice in the end. It was a little shocking at first. You pull the drawer out and you see the gun first, but then you see the book. Funny stuff. But the surprise of the episode, to me at least, was Britta and Troy. Now, they did kind of hint this. They planted seeds like way back in season 1. I think it first started in the dancing episode, where I was kind of like, could these guys be a thing? You know what I mean? So, and they did kind of like hint at that again. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's the KFC one, right? Like they were like rocking in the spaceship and they like fell close to each other, right? So yeah, here it looks like Britta finally kissed him. And Britta's kind of an interesting character at this point, because in one of the previous episodes, the one where she was dating Troy and Abed's friend, but then finds out something about him, that he's like a crazy murderer or whatever, then she like, you know, ruins it, of course. I was like, I didn't like Britta then. But Britta like now, but it just seems kind of inconsistent, you know? I don't know if I'm just making my point clear enough, but it just feels like there's a disconnect. Like, I didn't think that Britta was like that in that episode, because I'm just like, it just took me aback. I was not a fan of her in that episode. I'm just like, whoa, where's this coming from? But then I guess if we're gonna go that route, it kind of makes sense here, because it's like, okay, Britta's just, damaged? You know what I mean? You know, Abed kind of like made it obvious by pointing out like Britta is attached to to what do you say, damaged men, or is that what he said? Damaged men? I'm trying to think of the adjective he used. Damaged, right? Anyways, so that's an interesting characteristic. So I guess in that sense, you know, if they're doing something with that character trait, I guess I won't hate it, but at the time I'm just like, why would Britta deliberately go out of her way to, you know, ruin the friendship amongst those three, you know? So that was just annoying. You know, she was very villainous in that episode, but here, fun stuff. And Jeff, of course, sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong only because he's jealous, because obviously he wanted that, but Pierce got her first, so you know how it is. Funny episode nonetheless. I'm trying to think what else happened. I love the drama class and that one guy. I was like, oh my god, what is that one guy's deal? The one guy who he had a line about ice cream. And then this one he was like, oh yeah, someone bullied me on the swings, and that happened this morning. Or something like that. Hilarious stuff nonetheless. Alright, I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Funny stuff. Really enjoyed the show. Can't wait to see what happens next. Like I said, it's hot here, so sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling or talking in circles. That being said, I'm just going to end it here. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, and you guys want to watch this video with me in its entirety, that option is available for you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already, it's free, and of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. And I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of Community. Alright guys, adios.